Hello, everyone. In today's module, we're going to talk about file inputs and outputs, or I/O. And we've broken up this module into 6 main sections. First up, we're going to have an introduction to what files are. Next, we're going to look at the pathlibs library in Python and explore the basics of using that. We're going to open up and close a file in the next section, and then we're going to go and learn how to read and write the files that we've opened. Next up, we're going to learn how to work with files, or the basics of manipulating the files and reading kind of some interesting types of things with it. And then finally, we're going to wrap this up with working with other file types, such as CSV or JSON. So let's get started. Up to this point, we've been working with programs that as soon as they're done executing, the state that they've been in has been lost. That means that any variables that we've saved or any data we've calculated or anything that we've done, it's all gone once the program finishes executing. But as programmers and users, we oftentimes want to be able to save the data across many different sessions or even share that data across different mediums. We might be wanting to share the data with our friends or with other developers or other users. Data is such a huge thing that it needs to be stored and saved. And today we're going to talk about one of the mediums that we can do. There's lots of ways that we can save our data. We could be putting them into databases. We might be storing them as files, and we might even be sending them over network transmissions. Today's focus is going to be on files and how to handle them. After completing this module, you'll learn what a file is, where files are stored on the computing device, what are file paths and the differences between absolute and relative paths, line endings, and why they matter, what the pathlib library is and how to use its basic usage, how to open and close a file properly. You're going to learn how to read and write open files, and some common scenarios with file I/O, such as iterating over the lines of a file, searching within a file, appending to a file, or working with two files at the same time. We're going to also talk about binary files just a little bit and how to work with them. And finally, we're also going to talk about reading and writing using CSV and JSON file formats. Really, guys, excited that you guys decided to take this on, and I can't wait for us to get started.